My friend, welcome to Mind Medicine, a show about how to win in the face of difficulties, setbacks, and obstacles. How you think determines how you produce. Improve your thinking, and you just might change the world. Hop into my world for a second today, and let's get to work.
Daily Mind Medicine.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Mind Medicine. Got a story for you this morning. Hopefully you're doing amazing wherever you are, whatever you got going on. So this last weekend, I took my baby girl. She is 10 months old. We went to swimming lessons at the British Swim School here in Nashville. And she loves the water. She loves bath time. And we were like, she's going to have a great time. So we're going to sign her up. First child, I've heard that once the second and third child get here, you're like, just throw them in the pool. They'll figure out how to swim. But this is our first one. So we're going to take her we took her to swim lessons, and we're there for about 30 minutes, and she loves the water. She loves the water. I think she's going to be a swimmer. We get about halfway through, and one of the exercises that the instructors teach us to go through is you count to 3, and you exaggerate it, but you hold your breath, big breath in, hold your breath on the count of 3, and then you dunk them quickly underwater to teach them how to hold their breath. And Kate is freaking out. She doesn't know how to hold her breath. She doesn't understand. And the first time we put her underwater, she comes up, she's kicking, and she can't really breathe, and her eyes are going crazy. I promise you this is not torture. They're safe the whole time. We're just teaching her how to. She's got to learn how to swim so that way she doesn't drown. And the second, third, fourth time, we don't take her underwater because she's traumatized. But then we try one more time, and same thing. She doesn't know how to hold her breath. And she comes up, starts crying. She's not happy with mama. And for the rest of the time, she's like, she doesn't want to be in the water. Now, my fear was that, we'll scar her forever and she'll never want to swim again. But that's not the case because the second time wasn't as bad and she's getting the hang of it. But here is the problem, and here's ultimately why she was struggling. She did not realize that the time underwater was not going to last forever. But if you understand that it's going to last maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds, all you do is hold your breath. You don't need to breathe for 3 seconds. Just hold your breath. But her little brain, 10 months old, hasn't figured out timing. It doesn't understand timing. It doesn't understand permanence. And the fact that you're going to be underwater for 3 seconds, not for the rest of your life. There's nothing to freak out about. All you do is you sacrifice a little bit of breath for 3 or 4 seconds, and you come up just fine. How many times in our life are we going through something that is painful? It's difficult to breathe. You can't get your full power, your full strength, and we have this disease of the human mind. Actually, it's evolutionary. It came from a long, long time ago that tricks us into thinking that this is permanent. Oh my God, I'm going to be underwater forever. Start thrashing around, becoming reactive, trying to breathe underwater, and you finally come out of it, but you're so uncomposed that you're unable to learn the lessons from the pain. I propose to you that there are actually 2 problems with going through life unable to process timing, unable to understand permanence. There's 2 problems. First problem is the obvious. You're going to freak out. Something happens in your business, and you don't understand that, hey, this is going to last 3 or 4 seconds in the grand scheme of things. Just chill out. That's the first problem. But the second problem is we rob ourselves of the gift of hindsight. Because when we come out of that problem, we are kicking and screaming and reactive, and we can't breathe, we can't see, and we're unable to learn the lessons from the trauma that will prevent the trauma in the future. Here is the lesson. First and foremost, you have to understand that everything in your life is temporary. Everything in your life is temporary. From the car breaking down on the way to work to maybe the person in your life or your relationship that doesn't work out the way you wanted it to the lawsuit in the business, to the real estate deal not working out, to an employee not having your back. Whatever it is, it's temporary. Human beings, we mess up when we confuse the temporary for permanence. And you got to understand, like Kate being dunked underwater, this is a temporary thing, and it's going to pass. But the second thing is you have to retain your composure to learn from the temporary trauma. I can think back to 5 or 6 different experiences in my business, in my personal life that were traumatic. They were difficult. They were intense and hard to deal with. But thank God I was able to contain composure so that when the season was over, when it ended, I was able to look back and pull out and harvest the lessons that actually prevented me from having to go through the same trauma again. In life, we're going to go around the same mountain over and over until we learn the lesson. That's why you see 50-year-olds who are dealing with the same mess that they were dealing with in college, because they have not contained composure to be able to learn the lesson. So life keeps sending them right back through it. Everything is temporary. Maintain your composure so you can learn the lessons when you come out the other side. It's all going to be okay. So I just need to tell you this morning, it's all going to be okay. And actually, once you get the hang of it, going underwater is quite fun. It can be an adventure. The problems in your life are less traumatic when you understand the game, and it's actually contributing to your long-term growth.
There you have it, friends. Time to get to work and bring your best to every situation you find yourself in throughout the day. Never settle. Push through always. If you found value in today, please pay it forward by introducing someone that you know to the show and leave us a helpful review online. We'll see you tomorrow.
DailyMindMedicine.com